seeing you do hundreds of reunions. As much as you want to push back, we saw this a little bit in Beverly Hills with Dorit and even Erica coming after you. Sometimes you get kind of in the tussle with the women. Do you think that the Potomac women were more respectful because Nicki was there and asking the questions?
I think it definitely, yes. I think Nicki Minaj means something to all of them. She's an icon. She is, she's Nicki Minaj. And so I think that she was able to get away with stuff that maybe another host would not have been able to, for sure.
Did you find that the ladies were more honest or more forthcoming than they might have been had you been the one to ask those specific questions?
Well, I think some of those questions just would have been plain offensive coming out of my mouth. So I don't think that I could have. And yeah, they might have, I think because I'm a man. And so, yes, I think she was able to say things that I wasn't.
Do you think Nicki has set the precedent of maybe potentially having more big celebrity co-hosts with you on other reunions? I mean, if you found out Madonna was a huge fan of Atlanta, would you have her host? Like, is this going to set the precedent?
I mean, but the bar's high. Nicki Minaj, it's not like, I don't want to offend any other, it's not like, I don't want to offend any other female singer, but she's A-list. So I think they would need to be on her level.
Beyonce does like Real Housewives of Atlanta, just throwing it out there for anyone. That would be a big get. That would be a big get.
Yes, the biggest.
What do you personally think of Candace's new music video? Is it enough?
It's fun.
Okay. Would you want to bring every Real Housewives of Potomac back that was on last season? Or do you think that it needs a shakeup?
It was a pretty good season. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty great.
You said that Mia has sort of been a mess on social media this season. This isn't sort of the first housewife to be a mess on social media. Do you think that she will continue to blame her social media manager for her tweets moving forward, or take more personal responsibility?
That didn't really land. The social media blaming, social media manager blaming doesn't really land. I hope she does. I hope she can, Candace rehabilitated her tweets. So
yes, she did.
Possible.
And if she can do that, anyone can do that. Now, while you say you don't take sides, you will press the ladies to come to terms with how they've acted over the course of the season. You make them sort of own up to their, for lack of a better term. Do you really think Candace takes it too far? Or is it just that she's better with her words than the other ladies? I mean, if Candace was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, for example, do you think going too far would even be a conversation? Because it does feel like the level in the different seasons matters.
I think that one of the traits that has always been entertaining about the Housewives is that some of them aren't the most reflective or, able to kind of look at themselves reflectively. And she may have a little of that.
They need a little bit more introspection, if you will, a little bit more self-awareness at times. I want to talk a little bit about receipts because it seems like since Monique's binder, everyone wants to have some sort of printout to show you some sort of evidence.
Well, everyone has always wanted to have receipt. Everyone,
True.
Yeah.
You said that going from the binder to Wendy's loose leaf was a fail. Do you think anything could beat out the binder that Monique had?
Well, the binder was great and it was wild. Sure. Yes. Yes. So, and something will beat out the binder. I just wasn't sure necessarily what her receipts necessarily proved also. So like that text message, which she very nicely had bound on, on a piece of cardboard or whatever it was. I just wasn't sure that was the smoking gun of the universe.
it did seem to me a little bit like Robin and Giselle were actually coming from a reasonable place and not necessarily a shady place when they were approaching Wendy about her new body. Do you think Robin and Giselle were gaslighting Wendy about the rumors about her husband, saying they were only concerned and didn't believe them? Or do you think that they were coming from a genuine place of curiosity and friendship?
First of all, I hate the term gaslighting. I think it is so overused, and I would like to retire the word.
Noted.
Second of all, I don't know. I mean, there was some shade in there. So, let's be real. I mean, Wendy had a point that they brought a rumor that no one had heard to a forum of millions,